poor Carl. It's long been a suspicion among Walking Dead diehards that the young Grimes boy might bite the dust, not least of which because the actor who plays the character, Chandler Riggs, is heading off to college. But on Sunday night, during the mid-season closer of The Walking Dead's 8th season, the show apparently primed Carl to bite the dust in a more tragic way than anyone might have imagined, and if he does kick the bucket soon, it will almost certainly mean a serious divergence between the TV series and its comic book inspiration. On Sunday night, the result of yet another monumental Daryl mistake reared its ugly head. The Saviors bombed Alexandria, moved into the kingdom, and spared only the Hilltop Colony, although even that community had to see one of their own die as retribution for Daryl's rebellious decision to drive a truck through a sanctuary wall and let zombies flood the compound. Most fan favorites escaped capture and death thanks, in large part, to Carl, who led Alexandria's people into safety in the sewers. But alas, when Rick and Michonne finally found him among the survivors underground, Rick's son wasn't looking too good, and as he lifted his shirt, he revealed a nasty-looking bite. Carl is, comic spoiler, still alive in the comics, as he is Rick, so by killing him, the TV series will almost certainly alter Rick in a serious way. It's hard to imagine how a father could lose his son in this manner without the loss changing the course of several events to come. Fans have seen how unhinged Rick gets where his son's safety is concerned. If Carl really does die in the coming episodes, Rick will almost certainly become unmoored, perhaps even to the degree of insanity he faced when he first lost Lori. Remember those hallucinations? That could spell bad news for the ongoing fight against the Saviors. After all, they're apparently hard enough to beat even without hallucinations. There is also the fact that, especially recently, it's been Carl who has tempered his father's angry streak. He's the one who convinced Rick to fight for something more than a devastating, bloody victory over the Saviors, to strive, instead, for a future in which everyone works together in harmony. Perhaps even Negan, as Rick sarcastically suggested during a flashback conversation in this week's episode, could be cooperated with. But it turns out, as usual, that a big heart is a relatively fast track to death in this post-apocalyptic, rotting world. As Negan and the Saviors arrived to bomb Alexandria, Carl made them an offer. If you have to kill someone, if there has to be punishments, then kill me. I'm serious. Quote, you want to die?